now from the IBA at Winchester, engineering announcements for the radio and television trade.
Hello and welcome to the IBA's weekly bulletin of news and information for the radio and television trade. With the consumer build-up to Christmas well underway, Peter Ashforth and Pat Hawker look at the state of the trade. In transmitter news, extensions to Channel 4 coverage and details of 3 new relays. In Somerset, Exford, in Gloucestershire, Winchcombe and in Derbyshire, Edale. But first, over to Peter Ashforth.
I thought this morning we'd look at trends in retailing, with Christmas just around the corner. Pat, you've been looking at the latest position. What sort of items are the public going for right now?
Well, according to the Bremer report, in the first half of the year, the consumer demand was very good in almost every branch of the industry. Colour television sets up, videotape recorders massively back again, things like flat screen tubes, these FST tubes, fourfold increase in deliveries. The camcorder, that is a device for playing your own pictures through the television set, up considerably, something like 35,000 sold.
These sorts of things are the more specialist types of items, I suppose you might describe them. I wondered if you were going to mention stereo television receivers. I've seen those on sale in some shops.
That is true, and there is a problem there because many of the sets that are being sold as stereo TVs are not going to be useful even when stereo TV actually starts in this country.
Why are they on sale then? How are they on sale?
Well, you see, there is stereo TV in West Germany for a number of years, in Japan, and more recently in the USA. Not universally, but certainly for some programs. But we've only just in this country got round to agreeing a standard. And this is the BBC digital system which is going to be used. But even so, it's no likelihood of this being used throughout the country for some years to come. Certainly, we would not be able to use it ourselves until we get the new transmitters in that we've ordered at the moment.
Well, hang on. So are you saying then that people who buy these sets now in anticipation of a stereo service later on are wasting their money?
Well, there are some VCRs that actually have stereo output, and some of the tapes, certainly some of the cassette tapes do, but you do want to make sure that the set you buy is suitable for the tapes you're going to use. And if you haven't got a video cassette recorder, it is most inadvisable for people to buy at this stage, because they're still, as I say, there are no decoders for the system that we will be using if eventually we decide to use. And we are not firmly committed ourselves. BBC are, I think, firmly committed. So there is this great problem that people are tending to buy things that they won't necessarily be able to use.
Let's get back to the retailing position then. You're saying that at the moment the position looks very healthy indeed, very rosy, but I believe that there is at least one possible cloud on the horizon.
Well, certainly Bremer have pointed out that the consumer electronics industry is very much dependent upon the rate of interest, and of course last month that did go up by 1%. Well, this may not be enough to greatly affect the situation. I wouldn't think it would affect the Christmas sales, but the future outlook is a little bit unsettled, particularly if the rates tend to go up rather than down.
Pat Hawker there, talking with Peter Ashforth. Transmitter news now, starting with special announcements. In Scotland, on the Western Isles, Achill continues on reduced power while we await better weather for aerial repairs. In Sussex, Ovingdean is off today between 9:30 and 3 because of work by the Electricity Board. Tomorrow in Scotland, the main station at Darvel will be off between 10 and 10:25 in the morning to allow a mast light to be changed. If the weather isn't suitable, the work will take place on Thursday or Friday.
And several stations are due off tomorrow because of work by the Electricity Board. In Scotland, Perth between 9 and 2 and Aberfoyle between 9:30 and 4. In County Durham, Headley Hope off tomorrow between 10 and 11 in the morning, and in Devon, Countisbury between 9 and 3. In the northeast, Guisborough is due to be off tomorrow morning between 10 and 11 for engineering work.
On Thursday in West Yorkshire, Ripponden will be off between about 9:15 and 3 because of work by the Electricity Board. Also on Thursday in the Borders, Ainstable will be off between 9 and 10 in the morning. And for the same reason in Mid Wales, Llandryn Dodwells will be off on Thursday morning between 9:30 and 11. This will also affect Rhyadr, Llanwrtyd Wells and Bilth Wells. On Friday morning in Devon, Stockland Hill will be off between 9:30 and 11 for a mast light to be changed. And looking ahead to next Tuesday, Saturn Coldfield is expected to begin reduced power working to allow feeder cables to be replaced. More details on this next week.
New relays now, starting in Gloucestershire with Winchcombe, now expected to be ready in a week or two. This is for about 1,700 people in parts of Winchcombe, Postlip and the rural area to the southwest of Winchcombe. Programmes from Central and TV-AM will be on Channel 61 with Channel 4 on 54. The aerial group is CD, vertically polarised. Winchcombe in Gloucestershire is hoped to be on the air in a week or two.
To the west of Sheffield, the relay at Edale is also due on the air in a week or two. The station is for about 350 people along part of the Vale of Edale, including Edale itself and Upper and Nether Booth. Viewers in the service area receiving weak signals from Shatton Edge can simply redirect existing aerials towards the new relay. Yorkshire Television and TV-AM will be on Channel 60, with Channel 4 on 53. Group CD aerials are needed vertically polarised. Edale is due on the air in a week or two.
In Somerset, the relay for Exford is expected to be ready in a week or two. This will provide improved reception for about 220 people in the villages of Exford and Edgecote. Programmes from HTV West and TV-AM will be on Channel 41 with Channel 4 on 47. The aerial group is B, vertically polarised. Exford in Somerset is expected to be ready in a week or two.
Channel 4 next, and now on the air a little earlier than expected, Eyemouth in the Borders. The channel is 29 and the population coverage 10,000. Due later this week in West Yorkshire, Batley on Channel 67, in Scotland, Dollar on 54, and in Devon, Chambercombe on 31. And now hope to be ready in a week or two, in Northumberland, Bellingham on Channel 31, and in West Yorkshire, Armitage Bridge on 54. More details next week.
And that's all for this week. But if you have any technical queries on independent television or local radio, do contact us. Our address, Engineering Information Service, Independent Broadcasting Authority, Crawley Court, Winchester, Hampshire, postcode SO21 2QA. You can telephone our inquiry office on Winchester, area code 0962 822444. If it's cheaper, you can dial our London number 584 7011 and ask to be put through to Engineering Information. So until next Tuesday at 9:15 or 12:15, from Murray Nicholson and from me, John Lovell, goodbye from Crawley Court.